putting pipe in the ground. It's about 20 degrees out. It's been really cold the last couple days, and there's just enough frost for us to get going here. Last week it was about almost 70 degrees here, and it was just a mud mess. And even now we're right at the limit. There's just enough crust on top to hold the machines up. So looks like we got a couple days of cold weather, and we'll try to make the most of it. But I don't think we'll get done here, that's for sure. And yeah, we'll see what we can get done. So Dad is putting in the second main in, and he's only going about halfway across the field this time. We're running them right next to each other. It's 6-inch main, and the second line here is gonna catch half the field, and then the line we just put in a few minutes ago will catch the other half. And this line that he's running right now is gonna catch this first half of the field. And then the line we put in a few minutes ago, this outer solid line, will catch the other half. For anybody wondering why we have black tile and then white tile, basically we had a partial roll left over from our last job site, and we just brought it here to burn it off. You know, you don't want them sitting too long when they bake in the sun, or sit in the cold. They get kind of weird and brittle. Well, it's after lunch now. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock, and that frost we were working with this morning is just about gone. It's getting pretty gooey out here on top. So I don't know if we're gonna cut the day short here, or we'll see how the next couple runs go. But Phil was struggling to get the stringer cart even hooked up. He was trying to back uphill and in a wet spot. So as you can see, it's getting kind of gooey. There's still some crust in the ground, but not like there was this morning. We got the speed handle here, custom made with the 4-inch hole saw. That's our 6-inch main here. With the reason we use this instead of an electric drill motor or anything is we're usually working in mud and water, and the motors don't last too long. So that's why we have this made up here. Let's see if I can do this without dropping the camera. And I dropped it. Water's moving slowly but surely. And then we just got this connector in here. You pop it in, pop it in. Well, I got a couple holes ahead of them. It's kind of slow moving. These are nice and long, straight runs. I bet you they're over 1,000 foot. And I'm pretty sure at the far end it gets a little bit more muddier, so they're going kind of slow today. And I don't want to get too far ahead of them, because if we have to call it quits, if he's just getting stuck too much, or something happens, breakdowns, then I have all these holes open and they'll fill up with water if I let them sit too long, usually. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit tight for a minute, wait till they come back, and then once they get on this next hole over here, I'll finish digging this one and start digging the next, and then we'll go from there. Well, I just got the call. It's getting too sloppy out here. So what we're gonna end up doing is going to the far edge behind me and far north side, and see if we can get 1 or 2 runs over there. It's kind of up on a hill a little bit, and then we're gonna clean the tracks up, and the other machine, the towel machine. So I'll be cutting the day a little bit early. I bet you I'll still be like 4 o'clock something, but yeah, we'll cut the day early, and then we'll try to get out here nice and early tomorrow morning when it's nice and cold and the ground's crusted. He's moving, but he's slipping a little bit. These are about 1,700 foot runs. Just got done pulling Dad a little bit here on this outside edge. There used to be a fence row here, I believe. So he's getting caught up on tree roots and stuff. And where I was pulling him, the ground was still crusted, which is a good thing, but he wasn't getting any traction. His tires were slipping like he was on an ice skating rink on top. So he couldn't pull it, so I just gave him a quick pull. And then and the back half of this field, it's a lot wetter, and there's water standing, and there's not really any frost. So we unhooked right at kind of halfway along, and he's still moving. He's not getting stuck, which is good. But yeah, it's pretty sloppy back here. So I don't know, it's like 9 something now, but I'm guessing about close to lunchtime we're gonna be done here. The sun's out today. It's supposed to be warmer out than it was yesterday. And yeah, cutting the day short here, and this was our last good day. It's supposed to be rainy and warm the rest of the week.
Waiting for connect.
We did bring a bulldozer here, just a little Komatsu for a tow vehicle, but it's all the way on the other end of the field. So that's one reason why I just hooked up with the excavator here. The second reason is we tried starting it yesterday and it ran for less than a minute, and I'm guessing the fuel's gelled up. So we brought some diesel 911 with us this morning. It fired up and it did the same thing. It ran for a hot second and then it quit again. So we'll bring some fuel filters with us next time we're out here. I think the fuel's just gelled up or something. So we'll get some new filters on it. And yeah, we'll go from there. But that's the reason why I was using the excavator as the tow vehicle. Down today, so what little bit of frost we have we're working with, it's not going to last much longer. I'm guessing another hour and then we're going to be done. It's 9:30 now, and it already is starting to get a little spongy out here. So keep moving. Taking this starter hole here, just a bunch of garbage, tires and all sorts of junk. I don't know if there's a building or if they just buried a bunch of garbage here or what, and I don't know if there's a tile line, but running water, so I'm gonna get the new main opened up and get some of this water flowing in